So last night I was certainly a little pissed when I saw that new bill. So I went to the casino to relax and was at the bar getting a milkshake. And Sir Loin, the chief lobbyist for the cows that got their stimulus check, moved up. He's like, "Hey, can you move over?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." He's like, "Oh, I saw Nancy debuted her new bill. Congratulations." I'm like, "What's there to congratulate me about?" "Well, it's there's stimulus checks are there, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, there is." And multiple stimulus checks? I'm like, "No, she took that out. We're down to one stimulus check. Problem Solvers gave us two stimulus checks." "Oh, well, at least the dependents are getting $1,200 stimulus checks." "No, she took that out also. Now they're back down to $500. She reduced them." "Oh, well, at least you're getting hazard pay." "No, no, she took that out also. She took out hazard pay." "Oh, well, that's not so good." "Did she give you a Cadillac?" "No, she did not give me a Cadillac." "She didn't give me a Cadillac or a Lincoln or, another." "No, she didn't give me another either." Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Afternoons LALATE in a really shocking day of things that are a little bit unpredictable, even more unpredictable than cows negotiating for stimulus checks. The tides have turned, and apparently we could be on the heels of all choice of bad words of a stimulus deal out of nowhere after we saw a hot debacle of mess unfold last night. Everything is twisted and changing. This is Afternoons LA that starts every day at 3:30 with the check, and in this video I'm going to be going over a lot of major developments. First, why the negotiations have actually gone totally different and very positive, and it's all because of you, the Purple Power, pushing the envelope and getting these people to negotiate. Second, where would FPUC land? How much would it be under this new proposal? Third, what's going on with the Problem Solvers bill, and why is the Blue Dogs and the New Democrat Coalition seemingly agreeing with everything we're saying? Oh, it's an exciting afternoon, so boy, you got to subscribe. Go to the front of the channel, subscribe, because as a Purple Power community, we have done something that no other group has done. We've really aligned people together to say, get us our stimulus. Some of the people in the comments of the video before, they said, "I'll see you back in November." I'm like, "No, you're not. No, you're not. We're going to the finish line together. We're getting this done. And we're almost there. And the tide is really turning. And the situation is changing by the hour. So please subscribe. Go to the front of the channel, subscribe. We're approaching 208,000 subscribers in just a very short time. Also like this video, because this is going to be the most comprehensive video you're going to have today about UI and PUA and FPUC and UA. United Airlines. That was the video before this. All right, let's get to the incredible breaking news. First, a real change of developments in just a few hours. Yesterday, a horrible bill was introduced by the Temple of Doom, which made me so angry that you could see the fangs coming out of my teeth during that broadcast and the smoke like I was Lady the Dragon. But boy, everything changed because you got on social media and applied 3 pressure points, which I've been talking about since Friday, and it absolutely categorically worked. I told you that as the Purple Power, get on social media and say, "Hey, I support the Problem Solvers. Hey, I support the Blue Dogs. Hey, I support the New Democrat Coalition." Well, guess what? Yesterday, the Blue Dogs issued a press statement, and one of the Purple Power family members reached out to the Blue Dogs, and their lead communications director responded back with a copy of that news article, that press release, from the Blue Dogs, which said, "We support the Problem Solvers bill." That was yesterday, the same day that the Temple of Doom is debuting her bill. Oh, boy, and that's a comment back to a member of the Purple Power community. I mean, that is validation like you cannot imagine. That was number 1. Number 2, the Problem Solvers are unmoved. They're still in their position. Number 3, the New Democrat Coalition is feeling the pressure because now apparently they're being briefed by the hour about anything that's changing with the Temple of Doom. More about that in a second. Late yesterday, there was reports that said that the Temple of Doom was going to introduce the bill today, which she did not, formally, for a vote, and that everyone is just going to go home. and we're going to see them in November. Our response is, no, we're not going to see you in November. You're going to be gone because, well, you'll be gone in January. We're just going to, seats for stimulus. Did you not see that hashtag for, 3 months? If you don't give a stimulus, you're gone. That pressure worked because apparently since last night, that idea of introducing and leaving is gone. Second, the idea of no more chatting with Steve Mnuchin is gone. Nancy Pelosi confirmed to press today that she thinks the deal is going to be done, that she had a 15-minute conversation with Mnuchin this morning, that conversations continued throughout last night and continued this morning by telephone. This is all by telephone. That after the morning session, she went back to her caucus. It's the most hysterical word every time I say it. I can't say it with a straight face, which is probably like, one person in her office. Everyone else doesn't support her at this point. And said, hey, do you agree if we make these changes? So they're making changes based upon what Mnuchin's saying. Let's hope, because that's a bad damn bill. Well, on the other side, the president's on the top of the situation. He's getting briefed about it repeatedly throughout just Tuesday morning. Meadows, who's not part of the negotiations, as Temple Doom would prefer that to be, is the conduit to brief the president. And so as soon as Mnuchin meets with Pelosi, Mnuchin meets with Meadows, and then they brief the president together, and the president has responded back with his offers, his counteroffers, his positions, and his twists and turns. Absolutely categorically incredible from a group of people who generally don't want to tell us lately when they meet or when they talk, but now they're saying they're having a lot of talks by the hour, and they're going to continue talking today, and they're going to talk tomorrow morning. Boy. This is a bit news that the president's only spending about a half an hour to prepare for tonight's debate. So instead, he's preparing for, your stimulus check announcement. This is insanely great news. Now, as we sit here this afternoon, why is this twist and turn happening? Because I know this is so insanely confusing to everyone. Why are suddenly we excited about something the Temple of Doom is doing? And let me explain this to you why. There's a permutation which I had never envisioned until today, until I actually started recording this video. That your power of the purple in telling congressional people that if they vote for her bill, they're gone, has now changed her course. Because she's not only gone from 2.4 to 2.2 because of you, she's now seen that House Democrats may lose their seats. She had two focuses going into November. One, taking the House, flipping the House, and two, flipping the Senate, and two, taking more seats in the House. Well, now there's a concern that she may not flip the Senate, and the concern she may lose seats in the House. That's not the path that she wants to take. It's all because of the backlash, your backlash. Thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets by you per day. It's tens of thousands of tweets by you per day. It's absolutely enormous how many tweets are coming out. The video views of this channel and the comments are enormous. This channel's doing millions of views every 24 to 48 hours, thousands and thousands of comments per video. I mean, we're upwards of 50,000 comments per day. That's not a small number of people that are unhappy with one person and one person's progress. And that has all changed the course. So now as we sit here today, when we're talking about enhanced unemployment benefits, FPUC, UI, and all that wonderful stuff, what's going on? Well, the Temple of Doom's bill proposes FPUC to be extended at $600 a week. Where would it lie and how would it work? I got to tell you, there's a lot of negotiations going on. It's possible, we don't know for certain, but it's possible it could be a number smaller than $600. I think it will be, and that it's retroactive. The problem solvers proposed $450 for 8 weeks and $600 for 5 weeks to December 31st, but not retroactive. In the topics of discussions with these people, the Temple of Doom doesn't seem to put retroactive as big a priority as we do. She tends to put the number $600 as the bigger issue. Now, Steve Mnuchin has never had really a problem with retroactive, but he has a problem with the $600, which I do as too. It's too much money. It's categorically unsupported by CBO, the Congressional Budget Office. So there's that. It would likely not conflict with LWA. It would likely go on top of LWA. These parts are very sort of confusing, and I got to tell you that there's a rush for these people. They've done no work. They've done no work. Now they have this behemoth bill that's 2,000 pages. Do you think they're going to spend a lot of time to figure out how FPUC minus LWA calculates it's $600 minus? I just don't think they're going to get that minutia done. I think that's just going to be a real slop job to the finish if we get this done. And I'm just warning you. Slop jobs are not always bad. Slop jobs can turn to your benefit because it's so badly worded that people can twist and turn it. An example is the EIDL grant provision that's in here, which is absolutely categorically great if you see it one way because it's a lot of money, and categorically bad if you see it another way because it doesn't say how you disperse it. Is it $1,000 per employee? Is it $10,000 per employee? Is it what is the classification for it? And it also says stuff like, well, it's going to be paid in 3 days. We already know she doesn't pay. Javita doesn't pay people in 3 days. So when you see sort of confusion and a rush to the finish line, sometimes it works in your behalf. The other issues that are simply unclear as we sit here today is weeks of benefits, which is a very big issue. No one really talks about as much as I do, which is, would you get additional round of FPUC? FPUC is that program established under CARES Act 1 that said, you know what, we understand you only have a certain number of weeks of UI or PUA benefits. We're going to give you additional weeks of benefits. It's likely that this group would do it. Whether they're going to get this fixed altogether and agree to it, with a 48-hour deadline is unclear. Is there a deadline? The deadline is still apparent. If you saw the video right before this one, the head of one of the major airlines says, I think it's going to get done. And you know what he also said? It sounded like he watches this channel every single day. He says, I'm tired of damn bills. I don't want to see another bill. I want to see a law. I love that. I love that. I love that. He's like, I wear everyone's damn bell. I'm just tired of damn bells. Just give me a law. I think you maybe even saw some of our tweets which said, stop with the bills. Let's give us a law. I mean, we don't want to see any more people writing on a computer 1,200, 2,000, 3,000 page documents. Like, enough already. Just give us a law. Now, certainly we're not excited about the pork in this bill. You saw my reaction last night. I looked like, I was about to kill someone. I was not happy that there was so much bad pork in here and so little for you. And ultimately, we're choosing our vices here. If we get a bill that's passed that gives us 90% of what we're asking for, but also gives insanely amount of pork to people who don't need pork, are we going to be pissed? Yeah. But are we going to be happy that at least we got this? Yes, we will. So it doesn't make sense to say, no, I don't want a stimulus check because Bambi's getting stimulus as well. No, if Bambi gets their stimulus, I'll just ignore her. I'll be pissed she got stimulus when she wasn't entitled to stimulus. National parks should not be getting stimulus. They have nothing to do with stimulus. Salary raises for the trademark office, they don't need salary raises for stimulus. That's the word stimulus is being stretched in a way in which it doesn't belong. This is not a stimulus package. This is basically a big package to fund things across the country. But let me answer some of your 594 questions from yesterday and see what you thought about yesterday's recording on UI and PUA and FPUC. The American people don't deserve this treatment from our government. Ruby Walker, stop paying Pelosi and freeze her accounts. Sherry, I have a serious question. Nancy received several letters and warnings, including from her own party. Clearly, Americans have shared their outlook. So why is she still there? All those warnings was just a show. Somebody needs to be held accountable for her if she's having any voice at all. It's a really great question. You saw the video before this one and the Czech one before this one, in which they said in a press release yesterday that the Blue Dogs still support the Problem Solvers bills. They don't support Nancy's bill. This is categorically incredible. The question is where they don't say it a little bit stronger. It's sort of like dropped in a paragraph of a press release about something else. I don't know. Barbara, LALATE, I'm certain everyone on this channel will agree. I wish you were in Washington. I wish you would have gotten the job done. I would have gotten the job done. I would have really told people where to go when they asked for salary raises for things that have nothing to do with COVID-19. Now, I'm not against people getting salary raises. I'm just against them being a stimulus package getting salary raises. I mean, is this what we're holding up the American stimulus package for? Amparo, good afternoon, LA. Again, these politicians should be out of office. Joanne Chen, she won't let anything stimulus happen. Just be realistic. I don't think that's true. Henry Garcia, we need this, and whomever it is against us stopping. Antonia Perez, keep the faith, people, keep the faith. Amen. People like Congress and police that don't want to win. Thank you, LA. Scott Lovely, we all need help, just not unemployment. Tired of hearing that. Alejandro Paz, people can protest for the stupidest things. Why can't they protest for them to pass the bill already? I love that, Alejandro. Nikki, so stupid because some of the parents of their virtual schools are going to leave their kids home on a computer to go work. Lisa McKenney, hello, LA. It's a disgrace how the politicians just ignore the citizens of the people. Consuelo, she needs to leave. Helen, sounds like it's been Nancy's way or the highway. It has been. Will, they need to go home Thursday. Reality check. Dreamweaver, hey, LA late. Nancy is a human race disgrace, literally. She needs to go. This is getting way out of control. Teresa Panner, I'm having difficulty believing my husband is going to get kicked again. Jesse, they're going to pass it next week. Don't blink. It's going to be quick. Jesse Castellanos, let's see if Jesse's right. Joe Helton, I like the other bill, $2,000 for a month for 6 months. We all like that other bill. Michelle Marine, believe in the problem solvers bill. Amen. Dorothy, we're risking our lives and jobs and government doesn't care. Hazard pay, we need it. Amanda Stetson, the new bill just came out maybe 40 minutes ago, includes election money so Trump might get to sign it soon. Shelby Hill, why can someone like you in office with your knowledge and information of all do a better position all the time? Run for office, LA. Run for office. Go Purple Power. Boy, let me respond to that because I'm getting that a lot. People in the comments keep on asking me, why don't you run for office? There's a few things. One, the number one reason is I hate the heat. As you saw this morning, I went inside, I retreated inside thinking it was going to be a hot day, and actually it turned out to be relatively decent so far. I can't stand the heat. And as if you don't know, Washington, D.C. is one of the hottest, muggiest, unbearable towns to live in the country. So I don't think I could survive the heat there. I also don't like air conditioning that much. So I'm not one of those people that can live their entire life in air conditioning. Other than that, I would be fine there, If we could just sort of move Washington, D.C. to another town, I would be good. The other question I'm getting for a lot of people is they say, what are you going to do after this is over? Well, I'm not leaving. That was the deal on week 1 of this channel, that if I don't leave, you don't leave. Certainly the topics may change. The topics have changed. Topics of this channel are constantly changing. They change about every 3 weeks. I mean, I'm introducing debate coverage. I've done stock analysis. I've done a lot of different stuff on this channel. Celebrity news. So the topics on this channel change all the time based upon the sentiments and wishes of the viewers. And so if you don't leave, I'm here. I understand there's an enjoyment of being part of this incredible family, and I'm not leaving the family. We have Nancy Pelosi to leave you high and dry. I don't do that type of stuff. So that's my response to that. Shelley, Carlita, Trump better do something or nobody will get stimulus in their hands. Alan McCoy, Nancy just posted a revised Heroes bill. Stay tuned for more tomorrow. This is, of course, comments from yesterday. I've covered them since then. Monica Fusion, please government, don't forget to go retroactive all the way back to August 1st. Amen. Barbara Perez, I'm in tears. How can they sleep at night? Michael Atkinson, where the hidden when are these hidden Democrats and Republicans going to come out? Where are they doing their stuff? We're supposedly 2 days before the 1st, my dad would say, get off your pots or piss. I love that. Paul Gonzalez, people just remember to make sure you don't change your mind and vote them out. Amen. Amen. I mean, please do not forget what they're putting you through. So please do not forget to vote them out. Joe Helton, throw some water on Nancy Pelosi's wicked wish. She'll melt. Tim Wynn, the new bill isn't terrible, but still has $600 FPUC they won't agree on. The money to state is way down, better than I thought it would be. Well, it's 450-ish, which is better. It just sort of says to you, okay, you went from 950 to 450. Why couldn't you have been at 450? You wasted 6 months of our life or 5 months of our life at nearly $1 trillion for state. It's horrible. Janita, the Senate Republicans never wanted stimulus paid for the people. Mitch McConnell, the Republicans should have all been voted out. That too. Sean Trela, come on, Trump, make America great again. Isn't that your slogan? She's talking about the executive orders. Winstead, where's our stimulus? Shalia, the only jobs they can qualify for is teaching creative writing class. I love that. Karen Alla, I guess you haven't heard Pelosi just debuted her bill, and there it is. Yeah, we've heard about it. If you've not subscribed to the channel, today is the time to do. So go to the front of the channel, subscribe. This is an incredible community of people that are really trying to get us to the finish line, and we're almost there. Yesterday was a big day. Today's going to be a big day. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Coming up next is our debate coverage. Tune in for that as always. It's going to be a big one, especially because I'll be covering in the context of stimulus. Also, like this video because This is a great video. Help the video appear higher in the rankings. The algorithm has been pretty screwy lately. Our traffic has been through the roof, but the algorithm has been screwy. So it helps the video appear higher in the rankings. This morning's video is about 15,000 likes already, so that's great. So keep it up. Coming up next is that coverage. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, stay focused, and stay with LA for more.